Hi students, welcome to JOSAT. Today we are going to see Unit 1 in Understanding Disciplines and Subject. Unit 1 is all about disciplines and subject. We are going to see what is discipline and subject and what is academic discipline and school subject, the difference between academic discipline and school subject, and John Dewey's idea on disciplinary knowledge and the curriculum and the curriculum content. Let's move on to the introduction of this unit. Education is in a process of continuous changes where the necessity of teachers with proficiency in academic disciplines and professionalism in the school subject are accounted as an essential quality of wanted teachers. Teachers education sector seriously focusing on the necessity of emerging academic disciplines. Some sort of new disciplines like curriculum development, technology of education, educational sociology and etc. are emerged as a new disciplines. The accumulated data, information, knowledge, and wisdom of human race are broken into the large number of disciplines. Usually, a discipline represents a particular branch of a knowledge, where discipline and subject are two words that relate to field of knowledge between which a key difference can be seen. Let's move on to the definition of discipline. Discipline refers to a branch of academic study and socially acknowledged name, for example, that can be found in a library classification system. Discipline is characterized by a particular unique academic and social style. The disciplines themselves are broken into subdisciplines. This is a convenient way to organize a library, a school program, or in a higher educational institution. Let's move on to the meaning of discipline. The meaning of discipline refers to the branch of academic study, for example, psychology, sociology, anthropology, mathematics, and philosophy are all disciplines. These can be mostly be seen in the higher educational institutes such as universities, and these cannot be seen in the school education. Mm, some of the subject or disciplines can be seen in the school subjects, that are mathematics is a school subject, that is also a discipline that is found in the higher educational institute. Next is characteristics of discipline. Disciplines can be characterized as having a defined approach, that is shared method and research questions, labeled that is different from the subject of study or a research, history as a human practice and associated profession. Disciplines are taught in higher educational institutions such as universities. Examples includes medicine, dentistry, linguistic, physics, astronomy and astrophysics. These are examples of the disciplines. Let's see the definition of subject. A subject is someone or something that is under the control of another. An example of subject is a person living in India being under the authority of the Prime Minister. Meaning of subject. Subject refers to the branch of knowledge studied or taught. Subject means something or someone that is a topic of a discussion, writing, art piece, or area of study. Subject are the part into which learning can be divided. At school, each lesson usually covers one subject only. Some of the most common subjects at school are English, history, mathematics, physical education, religion, music, art, dancing, health, etc. Person who is pursuing his studies in a particular discipline not only gains an in-depth understanding of it, but also conducts an experiment or a research as well. Such a person is considered as specialized in chosen discipline. Let's move on to the characteristic of subject. Being concept dependent of how they have been studied. Subject being studied by multiple discipline, having little or no overlap with adjacent subject, that is example includes medicine, French language or physics. Subjects are taught in educational institutes such as schools. Let's move on to the Next topic, academic discipline. The term academic discipline as a verb means training someone to follow a rigorous set of instruction and also imposing and enforcing obedience. The term discipline can be defined as the academic studies and that focus on the self-imposed limited field of knowledge. It can also be defined as the form of specific and scientific training that will turn out practitioners who have been disciplined by their discipline of their own good. Academic disciplines are in the making in the field. Some sort of new disciplines like curriculum development, technology of education, educational sociology, and etc. are emerged as the new disciplines. But every subject taught at school or at a university cannot be called as discipline. There are many criteria and characteristics which indicate whether a subject or a distinct disciplines. Some of the essential characteristics of an academic disciplines are given. Discipline have a particular object of research. That is example politics, society, human behavior. Second, discipline have a structure of accumulated specialized knowledge referring to their object of the research. Third, disciplines have theory and concept that can organize the accumulated specialist knowledge effectively. Fourth, disciplines use specific terminology or a specific language adjust to their research object. Fifth, disciplines have developed specific research methods according to their specific research requirements. Sixth, disciplines must have some institutional manifestation in the form of subject taught at a college or the university. Next topic is school subject. Teachers need to have three kinds of school subject matter: content knowledge, pedagogical content knowledge, curricular knowledge. Content knowledge includes knowledge of a substance and structure of an academic discipline. Pedagogical content knowledge involves an understanding of a pedagogical representations and instructional strategies and of the students' preconception with respect to a particular curriculum topic at a particular grade level. Curricular knowledge involves an understanding of curriculum and instructional materials available for teachers as a subject at a various grade level, which can be an aid to transform the process. Let's see the need and importance of studying school subject. It is important to develop the basic skill like reading, writing and arithmetic to enhance the students' understanding of themselves, their society, their nation, the human world and the physical environment, and to enable the student to develop multiple perspective on contemporary issues in different contexts, that is cultural, social, economic, political and technological contexts, and to help students to become independent thinker so that they can construct knowledge appropriate to changing the personal and social circumstances. And next is to develop in students a range of skill for lifelong learning, including critical thinking skill, creativity, problem solving skill, communication skill and informational technological skill. School subject is to help students appreciate and respect diversity in culture and view in a pluralistic society and handle conflicting values. School subject helps students to develop a positive value and attitude towards life so that they can become informed and responsible citizen of society, the country and the world. They contribute to the pursuit of self actualization, personal growth, and individual freedom. These are the needs and importance of studying the school subject. Let's see the difference between social subject and academic discipline in some basis of differences. First is aim of education. At aim of education, the school subject is development of basic skill and awareness and development of a social citizen. The aims of education in academic discipline is development of specialized knowledge and skill, development of scholar, researcher, academic specialist, etc. The basis of the nature of content in a social school subject is simple idea and information. Nature of content in academic discipline, complex theory of educator. Next is curriculum construction in school subject. Curriculum construction considering needs, want of learner and includes learner-centered teaching method. In academic discipline, contents are arranged for development of different specialized skill at a complex and wider level. Development of skill. In school subject, it gives importance for the development of basic skills such as reading, writing and arithmetic. Development of skill in academic discipline gives importance for the development of specialized skill, mainly professional and vocational skills. Area of operation in school subject limited to schools. Area of operation in the academics discipline for university and other higher education. Developmental phase in the school subjects comes first in the development of a person, whereas in the academic discipline comes later in one's learning journey from the school to university. Subject are not drawn directly from their parents' study, and parents' study are not at all a discipline. The disciplines are arranged for the experience and advancement of investigation and researchers, but the school subjects are organized for the facility of learning and teaching a particular context. The formation of school subject is driven by social and political needs. The school subject is the transformed version of an academic discipline. Both the academic discipline and school subject is providing the frame of reference for defining what classroom teachers need to know about the subject matter they are supposed to teach to the students. School subject comes first and academic disciplines later in one's learning journey from the school to university. Whereas school subject is learnt in the schools and the academic disciplines are learnt in these universities. Next topic is about wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom and knowledge are common word in English language. We equate knowledge with books and teaching, and at classroom teachers tell us a lot about knowledge. But wisdom is much more than a knowledge, as it is an abstract attribute that is not found in every man who is knowledgeable. Let's see the difference between knowledge and wisdom. The human being are not born with all the facts and information that we absorb into our brain as we grow up. In the school, the teachers and students were taught many concepts and make understand things that expand our knowledge base. The knowledge is that hydrogen and oxygen molecules add up to make water is knowledge. The fact that the water in our ocean and river is the same that comes back in the form of rainfall is again a knowledge. Let's move on to the knowledge topic in detail. All the facts and information about things, people, place, and culture of the world constitute a knowledge base that we build up as we learn a lot from our parents and later at the school from our teacher. We learn how to behave without elders and react in different situations as per communal norms. All this is referred to as the knowledge that we gain in our life. The three types of knowledge addressed within the discipline based curriculum are academic knowledge, that is, this is about scholarship and research, the role of discipline oriented knowledge. Professional knowledge, this allows theory to be explored through practical situations. Personal knowledge, in which the aspiration and emotional aspects of learning and education is fostered. Let's move on to the topic wisdom. Wisdom is the application of knowledge in real life situation to obtain desired results. Thus, the ability to apply knowledge in easy to tough situation refers to knowledge. Wisdom comes from experience. You may know how to open the lock of the car. This is certainly knowledge through one that is not desirable. However, wisdom says never to apply this knowledge or else you may have to serve in prison. but wisdom is the trait that does not come with knowledge alone. It comes with a mixture of knowledge and experience. Next topic is curriculum content. Curriculum content is defined as what the teacher and the students pay attention to when they are teaching and learning. It is the list of subject, topic, theme, concept, or work to be covered. It is the subject matter or process, approach, and feeling used in the teaching as a curriculum is being implemented. Curriculum content referred to what is taught in school, and it is the subject matter or a topic consisting facts, concept, idea, knowledge within a particular subject and how they will bring about change in the individual and to the society. Curriculum is defined as the instructional and educative program through which the pupil achieve their goal and aspiration of life. The curriculum consists of component elements such as curriculum intent, content, learning activities, learning experience, and lastly, evaluation. All these components of the curriculum are interrelated and important for an effective curriculum implementation. The term curriculum refers to the lesson and academic content taught in a school or in a specific course or a program. In dictionary, curriculum is often defined as the course offered by a school. The unit and lesson that teachers teach, the assignment and projects given to the students, the book materials, video, presentations, and reading used in the course, and the test assignments and other methods used to evaluate students' learning and individual teachers' curriculum, for example, would be the specific learning standard, lesson assignments, and material used to organize and teach a particular course. Let's see the importance of curriculum content. Curriculum content is relevant when it is meet the needs of a society such as unemployment by teaching what is relevant or related to the societal issues at hand, though practical and theoretical concepts. Furthermore, the curriculum is of social relevance when it gives a solution to the problem of a society such as pollution, deforestation, and many more. Curriculum content should therefore meet the needs of society in which it being implemented, and curriculum content should be localized if it is has met the need of immediate society. Next topic is John Dewey's idea on disciplinary knowledge and curriculum. John Dewey viewed subject matter as a distinctive and specialized domain of experience for learner. Subject matter consists of a body of facts, concept, value, and technique that are selected, organized, and sequenced in the way that centers upon the predetermined objectives. His ideas have been influential in education and social reforms. He was the one of the early developer of pragmatism and functional psychology. The following are some of his ideas about education and society. According to Dewey, it is not enough to extend the voting rights. It is of importance to form public opinion through education as well. The aim is to ensure effective communication among citizen, expert, and politician. The school itself is a social institution through which social reform can and should take place. Thus, Dewey makes a strong case for the importance of education not only as a place to gain content knowledge but also as a place to learn how to live. In his eyes, the purpose of education should not revolve around the acquisition of predetermined set of skill but to the realization of one's full potential and ability to use those skills for the greater good in a society. In addition to help students realize their full potential, Dewey goes to acknowledge that education and school are instrumental in creating social change and reforms. John Dewey was one of the first major contemporary to develop a clear idea of what constructivism constructs. He was concerned with the learner. He wanted to shed light on the learner as an important agent in the learning process. He had precise insight regarding how education should take place within the classroom. According to Dewey, there are two major conflict schools of thought regarding educational pedagogy. centered on the curriculum and learner centered. Let's see one by one. Centered on the curriculum and focus almost on the subject matter to be taught. Dewey argues that the principal weakness in this methodology is inactivity of the student. Next is learner centered. He argues that in order for education to be more effective, content must be presented in a way that allows the student to relate the information to prior experience, thus deepening the connection with this new knowledge. Although Dewey believed in the second view of education, he was alarmed by the excess of child centered education. He argued that too much reliance on the child could be equally detrimental to the learning process. For Dewey, the child and the curriculum are simply two sides, one cannot do without the other. Dewey's idea is about how the learning process should take place. He also re-evaluated the role that the teacher should play within that process. According to Dewey, the teacher should not be the sage on the stage anymore. The role of teacher should be that of facilitator and guide. The teacher becomes a partner in the learning process, guiding students to independently discover meaning within the subject area. Let's see the principle of curriculum. First is principle of utility. Second, principle of natural interest. Third, principle of activity and expression. Fourth, principle of integration with other subject. Fifth, principle of flexibility. And sixth, based on experience. Seventh, choice of subject in the school method of teaching. There are three methods of teaching: activity method, integrated method, and experimental method. Activity method is learning by doing. Integrated method is teaching with real experience. Experimental method is discipline education as a preparation. Need of practical knowledge. Let's see the conclusion of this unit. We find that the term discipline has become of trivial and historical importance. All the fields of knowledge are suffering from continuous fragmentation and specialization. Almost all the disciplines have crossed their boundaries and expanded their territories, resulting in new fields of knowledge which are applied, professional, and interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary in nature. A discipline based curriculum facilitates this with its focus on critical thinking, precision in relation to the key element of the discipline, and expected students' engagement. And finally, we have finished Unit 1, and let's move on to the questions of the Unit 1. First, define academic discipline and school subject. Second, explain the difference between academic discipline and school subject and discuss the relationship between academic discipline and school subject. Analyze the John Dewey's view of curriculum content. And last question, what are the importance of the school subject? The notes for this unit is given in the description box below. Please make use of it, and all the best for your exam. Please subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you, friends.